Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive. Ready to jump into another deep dive? This time, we're tackling referral systems.
Referrals, the lifeblood of so many businesses. But, it's
How
funny
what?
how many businesses don't have a system
Yeah.
in place to actually, generate those referrals.
Yeah, you'd think if 82% of small businesses say they rely on referrals,
Hmm.
and on average they're getting 60% of their business from referrals,
Right,
that they'd be a little more intentional about it.
right. Exactly.
And that's what we're diving into today. So I've heard BNI thrown around.
Business Networking International.
Business Networking International, yeah, as a way to kind of, I guess, systematize that process a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a powerful tool. You're in a chapter with, only one person per profession. So you kind of become the go-to person.
I see. Yeah. So like if I'm a florist, I'm the only florist in that chapter.
Exactly.
So anyone who needs flowers,
You're it.
I'm their person. That makes a lot of sense. But I got to ask, is it just a bunch of people handing out business cards and hoping for the best?
That is the trap that a lot of people fall into. It's not a magic bullet. You can't just show up, pay your dues, and magically get all these great referrals. You got to be strategic about it.
Right. So it's not just set it and forget it. There's more to it.
There's a lot more to it.
Okay. So let's break that down. What does it actually take to make those connections and get those quality referrals?
Well, first of all, you got to shift your mindset. It's about that giver's gain philosophy.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean in practice?
Well, you have to be genuinely invested in helping other people before you even think about what you're going to get out of it.
So focus on giving first, and the receiving will come later.
Exactly.
Makes sense. But how do you actually turn that giving into those referrals?
Well, before you even walk in the door of that first BNI meeting, you need to know who your ideal client is. I mean, really know them.
Gotcha. So if someone's talking about their friend, and I know exactly who my ideal client is.
Your ears perk up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing it's not just about recognizing those moments. What else do I need?
You need to arm your network with information.
Okay.
Create a referral guideline.
What's that?
It's basically a one-pager that lays out your business, explains who your ideal client is, how people can refer you effectively.
So it's like a cheat sheet for my BNI buddies.
Precisely.
Love it. Okay, so we're prepped, we're ready to give, but got to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
BNI costs money.
It does. You're going to have application fees.
Yeah.
And depending on the chapter, annual dues can range from, I don't know, $900 to over $2,000.
Okay, so a definite investment then. But I'm assuming the real cost goes beyond just the dollar amount.
You're right. It's a big time commitment. You've got those weekly meetings, the prep work, the follow-up.
So not just showing up and shaking hands.
Yo,
Got to be all in.
you got to be engaged.
So that begs the question, when is BNI not the right move?
Yeah. I mean, if you're on a super tight budget, obviously the cost could be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And if your schedule's already packed, squeezing in those meetings could be tough.
Right. And what about for like online businesses
Uh-huh.
where their reach is way beyond their local area?
Yeah.
Does BNI make sense then?
That's where it gets a little tricky. BNI is very much focused on local in-person networking. If your business is primarily online,
Yeah.
it might not be the best fit.
So before jumping into the BNI pool,
Yeah.
got to really think about my business model, my budget, my schedule, and who I'm actually trying to reach.
Exactly. It can be great, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
All right, so BNI may not be for everyone.
Mm.
What are some other ways to build a referral system? I'm ready to explore those options.
Absolutely. Tons of ways to build a system that works for you.
Let's dive into those. I'm all about finding what works best, regardless of whether it involves early morning meetings or not.
That's the spirit.
So, tons of ways to build a referral system that works. Let's get into it.
Okay, so one of the simplest but most effective strategies
Yeah.
is just to ask.
Just straight up ask.
Ask your happy customers for referrals.
It feels kind of awkward to me.
I know it can, but you can reframe it.
How do you mean?
Think about it as helping your customers help their friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a better way to think about it.
Right.
So when's the best time to pop the question?
The best time to ask is right after you've delivered a fantastic result for a client.
While they're still glowing from that positive experience.
Exactly. And when you do ask, be specific. Don't just say, hey, if you know anybody who needs my services, remind them of the problem you solved for them.
Uh-huh.
And then ask if they know anyone else who's facing a similar challenge.
Yeah, so they can actually picture it.
Right.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Any other, I guess, nudges we can give?
You could offer incentives,
Ooh, like what?
a discount on their next purchase,
Right.
a gift card, even a handwritten thank you note.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, just a little something.
Right.
Okay, so we've talked about existing customers. What about finding new ones? I mean, networking.
Yeah.
Not just the stuffy events,
Oh, no, no.
how
No, no.
possible?
Networking can be joining online communities, engaging with potential referral partners. You could even just chat with people at your local coffee shop.
So just being open to those connections,
Exact.
wherever they may be.
Exact.
And of course, we got to talk about the digital world.
Oh, yeah.
Social media can be a referral goldmine if you know how to use it.
Absolutely.
So how do you turn likes and follows into real leads?
Well, first and foremost, provide value. Share content that your audience will find helpful and engaging.
Right, so blog posts, videos,
Exactly.
articles, establish yourself as like an expert, a thought leader.
Precisely. And when people find your content valuable, they're more likely to share it.
And that leads to organic referrals.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're sharing great content. What about engagement?
That's huge. Respond to comments, answer questions, participate in relevant discussions.
So you're not just broadcasting, you're building those relationships.
Exactly.
So I'm guessing it's okay to ask for referrals directly on social media too.
Absolutely. You can put a call to action in your bio or even just make a post about it.
Make it easy for people to help you.
Exactly. And even if someone doesn't have a referral at that moment, you know you've planted the seed.
It's in their mind now.
Exactly.
I love it. Okay, this is all great, but do you have any examples of businesses that are really killing it with referrals?
Oh, absolutely. I've got some inspiring case studies.
Oh, perfect. Let's dive into those.
Okay.
Okay, ready for those case studies. I always love to hear, real world examples.
Absolutely. Okay, so there's this local bakery. They've got this great loyalty program that also doubles as a referral engine.
Okay, tell me more.
So every time a customer sends a referral their way, both the referrer and the new customer get a free pastry.
Free pastry, that's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet. And it creates this win-win-win situation, right?
Yeah, how so? Yeah.
Well, the bakery gets a new customer.
Right.
The person who gave the referral feels appreciated and they get a little treat.
Right.
And the new customer gets to try out the bakery. So everybody wins.
It's a great way to, build that community around the bakery.
Exactly.
Love it. Okay, what else you got?
Okay, so let's switch gears a bit. A service-based business, like a financial advisor.
Mm-hmm. Always a good one. Referrals can be huge for financial advisors, I bet.
Huge. So this particular advisor, he's created this great referral system by focusing on adding value to his network.
Okay, but how? Financial planning isn't exactly known for being the most exciting topic.
Yeah, but he gets that. So he hosts these free webinars and workshops on topics related to financial planning,
Interesting.
open to existing clients and their friends and family.
So even if they're not clients yet,
Yep.
they can get value. Smart.
Right. And it lets him show off his expertise, build trust, and become that go-to resource.
Yeah, and because he's encouraging clients to bring their network, it's like a built-in referral opportunity.
Exactly.
No hard selling required.
Nope. It's all about that genuine value.
These are fantastic examples. I love how creative you can get with referral systems. It's really inspiring.
Absolutely. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to trust, reciprocity, and those genuine relationships.
Right, because building a solid referral system takes time.
It does.
No overnight miracles.
Think of it like planting a garden. You've got to nurture it, give it time to grow.
Patience is key.
Exactly. But man, when those referrals start coming in,
It's harvest time.
it's harvest time.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of great stuff, but I'm curious, what are some mistakes people make with referrals?
Oh, so many.
I bet.
But honestly, one of the biggest mistakes is just not asking for them.
Seriously.
Seriously. People get busy, they forget.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But most happy customers are totally willing to recommend businesses they love.
Right.
So you got to give them the chance. Another mistake is being too vague when you ask.
What do you mean?
Like just saying, hey, if you know anyone who needs my services, let me know.
It's way too broad.
Exactly. You got to be specific. Who's your ideal client? What problems do you solve?
Right.
Paint that picture so people can easily connect the dots.
Gotcha. So make it easy for people to, visualize who you're looking for.
Exactly. And, make it easy for them to actually give you the referral.
Right. Like a complicated process. No one's going to bother.
Exactly.
Just streamline it, right?
Streamline it. Give them email templates, social media posts they can share.
Make it effortless. What about follow-up? Is that important?
Oh, huge. You got to follow up with both the referrer and the new lead.
Okay, so thank the referrer
Always.
and let the new lead know you're excited to connect.
Exactly.
And track everything, right?
Definitely.
See what's working and what's not.
You need to know where your referrals are coming from so you can fine-tune your approach.
Love it. Data-driven referrals. Well, this has been fantastic.
It has.
I feel like I'm walking away with a ton of actionable advice.
Me too.
And remember, everyone, building a successful referral system, it's not about, tricks or hacks.
It's about building those genuine connections.
It's about creating something that feels natural, authentic, and lasts.
Exactly. And when you do that, referrals become more than just new business. They're a reflection of the value you provide.
Yeah, it shows that you're making a real difference for your clients.
Absolutely.
So thank you, everyone, for joining us on this deep dive into the world of referral systems.
It's been a pleasure.
And until next time, happy referring.